Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. The Bank of Jamaica is reporting that Jamaican dollar transactions at automated banking machines, ABMs, increased during the April to June quarter this year. The BOJ's Payment System Data Bulletin says there were 16.5 million transactions amounting to $439 billion. That was up from the 13.4 million transactions valued at $353 billion during the same period in 2020. Meanwhile, point-of-sales machine transactions also increased during the three-month period. The number of Jamaican currency transactions stood at 11.6 million, valued at $195 billion. That was an improvement from the 10.2 million transactions involving $149.4 billion last year. It's costing an average $152.09 to purchase the U.S. currency. The Canadian dollar is trading at $120.79, the pound for $208.77, and $181.43 for the euro. Now to some news in transportation. American Airlines will be expanding its capacity out of Montego Bay's Sangster International Airport beginning later this year for the winter tourist season. Now, according to aviation news blog The Points Guy, the airline is to deploy its high-capacity Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft from November this year to March 2022. Out of Montego Bay to Dallas-Fort Worth, Miami, and Philadelphia routes. Now, the fleet change comes as the airline is seeing increased demand for seats and cargo coming out of the cities to Jamaica. The carrier is also making fleet changes to other destinations in the region as demand for flights to tourism stops grow. Now, some company news. Listed company Equity Line Mortgage Investment Corporation has received a 25 million Canadian dollar credit facility from a Canadian bank. Now, the company did not identify the institution. The loan will help the company service more first and second mortgages, enabling more borrowers to access home equity. Equity Line says the credit facility will also help it meet its goal of 300 million Canadian dollars in assets by 2024. The JSE Index advanced by 2,670 points, while the Junior Market Index lost 29 points. Advancing today were Epley Caribbean Property Fund, Pulse Investments, JMMB Group 7.25% variable Jamaican dollar CR preference shares, Jamaican Teas, and First Rock Capital Holdings. On the losing side were Fesco, Jetcon Corporation, T-Tech Limited, Cargo Handlers, and Main Event Entertainment Group. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Javon Keys. News from overseas right after the break.